I'm making it happen, I'm like a centipede. Niggas be green, they draining my energy. Killing my soul, they seem like the enemy. Yeah, down.
Take the edge off a little bit. Yo, it's season 2. It's finally happening. Yeah, cheers to season 2.
Cheers to season 2.
Good vibes. Good
We're
energy.
back.
We are back.
This is for my ops. This is for enemies.
Yes.
And you know who you are.
Green, they, yes, you know who you are. Shots. Okay, that was precious. That was precious. Now, welcome back, Brown Bro fam. It is official. Season 2. It's launched. There's no more waiting. The wait is over. That shot is doing what it's supposed to do. I feel all tingly and warm inside. And now I'm going to turn it on over to my co-host, the awesome,
the legendary,
iconic, yes, Mr. Go ahead. Introduce yourself. Lorenzo.
Oh, bitch. You could have told me how to rub a band.
I did not know you. You better post that. You better put this in the video too. Oh, rubber mouth. Okay. So, hey guys, I'm Dex.
And I am Lorenzo. And welcome back. Season 2 is here. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about it?
I'm so excited. This was always something for me to look forward to on a weekly basis when we were doing it. So, of course, when we threw it out the rotation, life shook up a little bit. We had to figure out and reprioritize some things in life. But I will say we were working the whole time and having fun.
Yes. Absolutely.
We still were having fun.
I feel like we needed that little break to kind of like plan, get everything situated, process something, personal things, and we're back. We're back.
Perfect break.
We're back when we're better.
It was definitely the perfect break. So we're happy. Some things that we were working on outside of this, you guys probably would have saw it by now. Of course, yes, you have saw it by now. Talk, Test, Treat. We've done a collaboration with them, talk series, where we talked about and promoted sexual health, HIV awareness, having a conversation around that, which was super transparent and, being vulnerable with our supporters. So many people, so much love poured into that talk series and came out of that, that we were overwhelmed and our hearts are super full. But it was fun. What did you think about the collab?
I thought it was very fun. I feel like it was a different side of us that people normally don't see, or at least, on the podcast at least. Mm-hmm. It's more like our personal experiences of like what we went through and things like that. Me letting everyone know that I'm on PrEP and I take PrEP, you know what I'm saying, just to protect myself. So I think it was good. I really enjoyed that. I would love to do it again.
Oh yeah, we have more stuff in the works, so you can expect some stuff in the near future. I won't drop too much because sometimes when we say soon, like we let people down when they don't see it soon enough. But that collaboration was definitely a fun experience, and yes, we shared Lorenzo being on PrEP, myself, considering it, especially knowing that PrEP, they give you like a 30-day trial situation so you can know if it works for you and how it works with your body, like your body chemistry. That was mostly my thing with pills. And mind you, I take vitamins, and I take vitamins in pill.
You don't like swallowing?
Now you know.
Pills.
Yes, I do. Yes. But let's hop right into season 2. So we do want to introduce something that we're going to be practicing and playing with a little bit this season, right? What is it called? Ask the Brown Bros.
Ask the Brown Bros. Actually, we have 2 things that we want to introduce.
Okay, what is it?
So the first one is Ask the Brown Bros. So pretty much you guys will submit us questions, topics, things like that. If you have any questions, we're just going to jump into it and we'll answer them on the podcast. Mm-hmm. So definitely shoot us some questions, either IG, you can shoot them to us on YouTube in the comments, or you can even email them. However you want to, shoot us the questions. Second thing we want to introduce to you guys would be the
Couch Confession?
Couch, I can't get it out. Couch Confession.
Yes, Couch Confessions. A little bit of a tongue twister, apparently.
Clearly. Couch Confession.
Couch Confessions. I was like... So, couch confessions coming to you from the couch. We need to spend a little bit more time. Our deep dive segment was a popular segment last season, last go round, and we want to show you guys the uncut version of the Brown Bros. We want to share with you guys some. Bitch, I'm salivating because this drink. What's in here? First of all, what is in my cup?
Mind you, Dexter said he only wanted a splash of Chase. More tequila than Chase. Mm-hmm. So that's what you got, my friend.
Thank you. Okay, so like I was saying, the couch confessions is more of an
intimate, deep.
Yes, but you know what? How you guys responded to the talk series, seeing that more intimate side of us and us being able to be vulnerable and share with you, I think that birthed the idea of couch confessions. Yeah. Lorenzo was just sitting during our planning segment and was like, "We should do that," and I agree with it 100%. We want to share with you guys some of our intimate details that's going on in our lives, and I cannot wait to launch it. You should expect that as well. So we will be introducing couch confessions and what was the other one again? Because I just forgot. Oh, Ask the Brown Bros.
Ask the Bros. Ask the Bros.
Ask the Bros. All right. So how's your whole phase going? It's been a while.
It's been a while. Catch the people up. My whole phase. Let's just say I've been living my life. Mm-hmm. I really won't call it a whole phase. Really, I would just call it having fun. Mm-hmm. And that's that.
That's that.
That's that. What about you?
It's going. I've talked about this several times, right? Where it's like, I don't want to invest all my eggs into one basket. Yeah. And it seems as though I'm falling into that pattern of investing my eggs in one basket. So, but there's nothing. I'm not like dating a specific person. I'm not gonna put that out there yet. Yeah. But it's very few and far between right now.
Somebody's applying pressure.
Somebody's definitely applying
pressure.
Somebody's applying pressure, but there's nothing official, so my options are still open, and I'm still in these streets. Okay?
No, you're not.
I'm not in the streets?
Wow. He's not in the streets.
I am in the streets.
He got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Let's give it very much 50-50.
Listen, may the best man win.
I'm with you on that. May the best man win. Whoever apply the most pressure. That's what we're going to do.
So when we was a kid, right, what did you think this age would be like where you're at?
Oh my God, it's funny you asked for that because when I was a kid, I would probably say like when I was like 14, 15, my dad was my age. You getting hot?
Yeah.
This is tequila?
Yeah. Oh, your dad was your age.
So my dad was like 34, 35.
Okay.
When I was like, I want to say like 13, 14. Because he...
Okay. Couch confession.
Yeah. So... young parents, so I always would see like what he would do, and my aunt was young too, so they all were like early 30s back then, and I would just think it was so cool. I'm like, oh, they get to go here and do this and do that, and then I got that age, and I'm like, damn, I gotta pay bills, I gotta pay rent, I gotta worry about what I'm gonna eat, I gotta make sure I have gas, I have to really.
You have a child.
I have a child to take. I have a dog to take care of, like everything. Being a kid, I thought it looked fun. To be grown as hell and to do whatever you want. Now, mind you, it is fun, but listen, 15-year-old me, I would love to move back home.
Right. I want to go
no home. Like, what? It's crazy because I never forget. My grandmother will always tell me, she would be like, enjoy these moments now because when you get older, you're gonna wish you was this age. You're not gonna be this age forever. And I'm like replaying that in my mind now. I'm like, damn, everything this lady told me is the truth. Is the fucking truth.
Bleep.
Bleep me.
Dang. You know what? You're right though. At this age, I did see family members living their best life.
Pool parties.
But I will say everyone in my family that was around this age had kids. A lot of them already had 2 kids or so or plus or a kid in general, and they knew how to. Here's the thing, they knew about balance. I don't know about some of our generation now if they know about balance. It's either some of us are all the way outside with the kids, or
baby, are they bringing the kids
or we
with
just
them?
all the way inside and no, bringing the kids with them outside. Respect to all of y'all who bringing the kids outside with y'all, because
Oh
you
my
know what, they
gosh.
need to have fun
They
too.
gotta have fun too.
But they all had kids and had major responsibilities. I do have similar responsibilities in my own way that I'm grateful for, of course, never complaining about it. But it's just like I did not imagine this age being this.
And
So
you know what else I didn't imagine? Like having like anxiety,
oh my gosh,
battling like depression, mental thing.
Yeah.
As a kid, I promise you, I really never struggled with any of that. Like social anxiety, getting hot in certain situations. I never experienced that. But as an adult, whew,
Damn.
it's completely different.
Yeah. And did any adult ever talk to you about these things? Like the mental, like any, no, right? I don't remember having the conversations about anxiety. I really did not learn about anxiety until probably my late 20s.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a thing. No, like whatever you want to call it. I'm not
Yeah.
silly, but still at the end of the day, like maybe I was shielded and protected from that for a reason. However, it would have been nice to have certain conversations.
I feel like, and another thing is, especially in the black household,
maybe talk about it.
We don't
talk
about
it.
mental health enough.
Yeah.
I know my family did not talk about mental health enough. And if they did, it was in a negative light. It was like, oh, you ain't crazy. Only crazy people go to the therapist. Only crazy people need counseling. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not crazy, so I don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so it took me to get to an age now where I can understand, like, you know what? Mental health is very important.
Yes.
No, I'm not crazy for needing help. I'm crazy for not getting the help that I need. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
100%. You know what? You're right. I'm happy you brought up that point. It's very valid. These conversations, we what I love about our generation, the millennials they call us, right? We the millennials, is that we're having. Yeah, I guess so. I think so. I think I'm at the cusp of it. But that we're having more of these conversations. You're not afraid to talk to me about it. I'm not afraid to talk to you about it. We call each other a vent. But I love that for us because too, I was talking about this with my homegirl Koya, and we see a shift happening right now where mental health is a priority. And then not only that, but it's wellness. It's just wellness altogether, right? Self-love, self-care. We hear those terms thrown out there, but like wellness in general is a priority for us. We're not allowing ourselves to let these giants, I would call them, like anxiety, depression, take over our lives and then control the narrative of our lives. So I love this for the millennials, and I hope that Gen X, the generation after us, can peep game, like pay attention. You might call us unks, but I'm telling you right now, you can learn from these unks. All right.
Listen.
All right.
Listen. You can learn
for
from
real.
the unks.
You can learn from unks.
You can, and the aunties too.
Yeah, and aunties.
You definitely can, because I feel like these kids these days, they're gonna need that because, whew, baby.
Yeah.
What I be seeing online, it be crazy.
Makes you want to jump out of a plane?
Yeah, like who?
No, I'm just kidding.
Like, geez, the girls be showing everything and doing everything. Listen. But you know what? Well, we can't say we didn't have our cycles like back in the day.
We
like
all got it.
Like, they had Freaknik. You heard of that?
They had I heard of Freaknik, right?
Freaknik.
That's something like that.
Freaknik.
I never seen.
It was off the chain.
So I thought it was, hey boo, somebody want to make an appearance on our first guest for season 2 is here, y'all. Say hi. We told y'all we were bringing the tribe along, okay? Okay, Cali Valley.
Get down, girl.
Daddy and Unctie is working, okay? So, Freaknik, right?
Freaknik, yes.
I heard about it, but I look at the fashion aspect. So there's a deeper part to Freaknik. Like, is it girls going wild status?
Black girls.
Okay.
It was based in Atlanta.
So it was a lot of booty.
I will never forget.
Black girls, a lot of booty.
I went as a kid when we first moved from DC.
So you went to Freaknik?
We were new in Atlanta.
Okay.
This probably was like 93, 94 era. We had just moved from DC to Atlanta. And my dad was like, what's Freaknik? And da-da-da-da. So he had a red convertible. I'll never forget. My grandparents came too. They was in the car behind us. I was in the convertible with my dad and his homeboy. I was in the back seat. I'll never forget to this day. We went downtown Atlanta by the underground area.
Mm-hmm.
This girl got a Jeep. You know the Jeeps back then.
Yes. No doors.
No doors.
They
They had the long box braids, the thick ones, like Janet Jackson from Poetic Justice had. The little shorts and the little bras with the tops. So I was just like, oh, okay, this is fun.
Mm-hmm.
This girl got out of the car and started giving this man oral sex in the street. And I was like, ooh.
So Atlanta always been Freak Town.
Freak Town.
Okay, no shade to Atlanta. Love y'all. I have fun every time I come there.
I was like, I want to do that. My grandmother immediately put me in the car and said,
"Oh wait, so you said you want to do it then? Oh hell no! See,
we're out of here. Like fucking 8 years old. Trauma.
All right, you know what? We need to address that. You do it now. Yeah, that's where you got the idea from. You're for a little young age.
They planted that in me.
But you know what?
No.
Let the world tell it. These drag shows is what's causing these kids to be turned out. Okay, but we're gonna move on.
That's a different subject.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah. Okay, so I said something about planes earlier. I said, does it make you want to jump out of a plane? Right. So the people want to know. Oh, wow. What? The people want to know, right? Okay, what does it say? It says, what do you think your facial expression would be? Show the people your
you go.
Go show your goofy side.
I think for me, it's gonna be like I'm gonna have to like just lock up and close my eyes and bar my mouth.
I'll probably
knowing you, yes. Sticking his tongue out, trying to get all the air out,
all the adrenaline, trying to breathe it all in, take it all in. I'll be looking around all the trees.
Meanwhile, I done fell out 3 times,
passed out. Speaking of which, do you think we should take Brown Bros on the road and do a skydiving show?
Well, I would love to know who the hell's going skydiving.
You,
because I'm not jumping out no plane.
You no.
Hell no.
Okay, so let's do this. The challenge is
I could do the one with the little fan at the bottom.
Right. Let's do indoor skydiving first, and we really have to do it now that we say we're
I'm still scared.
We have a place I think not too far from here that we could do it, but indoor skydiving. Let us know. Would y'all be down for skydiving with us if you're in Orlando and want to join us? Because we do want to take our Brown Bros outings on the road. We want y'all to come with us. But if you're down, we need a partner for that. Oh, we need a partner for that. If you're down for the cause, let's go do some indoor skydiving. The first person to say they coming, we hold into. I'm gonna DM you and be like, so you said, and we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
All 3 of us.
All 2 of you.
Or multiple. It don't matter. Let's make it a group thing.
That's what it's giving. I'm not jumping out of
It's not the plane, but the indoor one. You said you do the one with the fan at the bottom.
I'm not jumping out of the plane.
Oh.
What if the parachute don't open?
That's not going to happen.
I didn't watch so many TikToks.
Where parachutes didn't open, and then what happened? A backup parachute.
The backup did not work. The boy died.
You gotta show me that.
I'll show it to you. He passed away.
Show it to me. For real?
They didn't show the video of him like dead, but they showed him hit the ground.
Well, technology's so good. Like I think we're gonna be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
But we'll do indoor.
We'll do indoor. Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So.
What's the next one? I don't know. You tell me.
So could you be in? Okay. So there's a new terminology that I just found out about. Honestly, about 2-3 weeks ago in Miami. It's called a side. Could you be a side? So basically,
I heard about that.
From my understanding, a side is a relationship or someone who doesn't prefer penetration. They only want oral.
Okay.
Oral sex. And like jacking off and like all of that stuff like that. They don't need the penetration. Either giving or receiving. They don't need either or.
Okay.
Could you be a side?
I could be a side because I'm gifted in that aspect. I handle business in whichever way I need to. So I think I can be a side. Oh, okay. But okay, so do sides also play with toys potentially, and like,
But you're not penetrating yourself, period, with the
but
toys.
they're not penetrating. No,
No, there's no
never
penetration
ever.
ever. No penetration
Okay,
involved in the relationship
I
on the
could do it.
sexual part.
I could do it. I think for me to even be in a relationship, the biggest part for me is the emotional connection.
Mhm.
The other part, sex is not the priority in the relationship
It's
for me.
really not.
So, as much as I like like having, I like it. Honestly, that's not the priority. That's not what gets me into a relationship with you. What gets me into a relationship with you is that mental, is the emotional connection, is all that other stuff. So I could do it. I think I could, because I like.
You like
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. That makes
Mhm.
sense.
What about you?
I don't think. Yes, I don't know. I gotta be yes. It gotta be a yes.
Yes, you just asked the question. Don't make up new rules.
So I would say I don't need the
You have to.
penetration. No, I don't.
Well, duh. You don't need it because you don't. But you.
But in a relationship, I want to penetrate someone.
Right.
Absolutely. Yes. No, I can't be a side.
Okay.
No,
Enough said.
I don't want to be a side.
Enough said.
I like to penetrate. I don't have to
Mhm.
do it all the time. But when it comes down to it, absolutely.
You.
Spread them, Joe.
No. Joe? What? Spread them, Joe.
Spread them, Joe.
I can't with you. I can't with
I'm
you.
getting hot now.
I feel like, okay, so I feel like we need to jump straight into tea time real quick.
What's the tea time?
It's
Okay,
been a
so
while
let's
since
talk
we did
about
tea
tea time. Boom. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into our tea time segment, hosted by yours truly,
Yes.
the one and only Lorenzo Dondada.
What?
I've been
Yep.
practicing that all season.
You have?
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But no. So as you
Okay.
know, the Queen Mother herself, Beyoncé, Giselle Knowles Carter,
Mhm.
is on her Renaissance tour.
It happened. It's here.
We're so excited for it. However,
Mhm.
the girls are talking and they are saying Mother is tired. Like they said it seems like she's not putting her efforts all into it. She's not dancing like she used to. It's just giving very much just stand there, look beautiful and sing.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts on that? How do you
I
feel?
mean,
have you seen any of the clips?
So I have seen some clips, and I was trying to avoid it, but then I realized I'm not going to be going into the
Yeah.
Renaissance tour anyway.
Okay.
So I lived through you on that. But when I saw some of the clips, I was pointing to this. Maybe you would have read the room because like you're my friend and you know me when I'm doing something. So maybe if you could look at that and make sure we are not frozen. She did go through a foot surgery, from what I heard, right?
Yeah,
I don't know how true that is.
They said it was a foot surgery or a knee surgery or something like that.
It's something to do with mobility,
Yes.
to be honest. And then I remembered the show in Dubai, right? For me, is thinking from Beyonce's perspective. If I got paid $24 million to be cute at this hotel opening, whatever, $24 million, I'm not about to do that. Your body is experiencing a heavy wear and tear, so I don't think
is the thing.
She has to be around for them kids.
Girl, Beyonce is what, 41, 42
Yes.
years old now?
Let me see a 41. No,
you're not gonna get the same Beyonce that we got when she was 19.
But let me see any of these 41-year-olds complaining about it. If matter of fact, it might not even be the 41-year-olds complaining. I don't know. But let me
complaining.
Let me see. You complaining?
Oh, I'm complaining that I can't move like that.
Oh, see.
I'm not complaining about her.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but I want to see a lot of these people get up there and do that.
It's like once you hit a certain age, like the mobility is different. Like the joints is jointing at that point. Like everything is completely different. Like it's not the same. You gain weight, your breathing changes, your knees be cracking, your back be cracking. You can't stand up too long, your feet be hurting. But she's been doing this since she was a child. So they gotta give her her damn, let her do what she do.
And you know what? They're gonna go regardless. We gonna go regardless.
I'm going.
Period.
And I'm gonna have a blast.
But aside from that, I'm always here for the fashions part.
She been eating that up.
Eat every moment. Tens. I saw that she recently changed the B suit. The original one.
I think she's changing. I feel like she's changing every
show. I think that any tour, but you got to think about this. Any artist on any tour, a lot of the times their tour set evolves with the time, because think realistically, that first B outfit that she had with the big like bee horns and the not horns, but y'all know what I mean. And then all of that other antennas. There you go. But the whole concept with her being in latex probably really, and it looked really tight. It wasn't enough
Can't
for her
really
to be
move
mobile.
like that.
So her costumes are going to evolve with the show, but every single costume, tens, Miss Beyonce. We always here for the positive vibes, and she looks amazing.
You ate that girl.
Amazing. How old is she?
I want to say like 41.
Damn, she's fine.
She looks great. Like
She's
when
fine.
when I saw it,
She's fine.
I couldn't help but go look. I was like, I didn't want to see anything about it. I was like, no, I'm gonna wait till I go to her show in New Orleans. I'll be at her New Orleans show in September.
Okay.
But you gotta think, like, she's doing this shit from May, all the way until September. Mm-hmm. How many months is that?
4.
4 months. She's out on tour for 4 months. That's body working. Work.
That's literally her
and
workout.
And she's still doing her little bops, her little counts and stuff like
that.
that.
Yes, and you know what? That's enough for me.
That's enough.
Now y'all know that who was doing. I want you to put. Well, there's the Normanis, the Chloes, because who's putting that wear and tear on their body these days? And any artist.
I feel like that's a lot.
Barely.
That's a lot.
Only a handful. So Beyonce did what she needed to do, and she's still just hitting her prime. Just so y'all know, she's just hitting her prime. And not even
she's
like
legendary.
Please. She got lots. She gonna be the next Tina Turner or then some.
Absolutely.
Tina Turner was
Gladys
in
Knight,
70s still.
Like Whitney Houston.
Shout
like
out to
she's
Queen
in
Bee.
all of those categories
Queen
of
Bee.
our time, you
Mm-hmm,
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when we're older, we're gonna be like, you know what, to our kids, be like, Beyonce? Yeah, that's what we used to listen to. Mm-hmm. But then they're gonna have like whoever.
Speak for yourself. I'm not getting older, but anyway, go ahead.
I'm not getting older either. I'm forever 21. You never know. Even though my body tells me otherwise. Yeah, I'm forever 21. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the situation with Jamie Foxx. I don't know if you heard about that either.
I kind of did. Stroke? Or
undisclosed health condition. So I don't know if it was a stroke or not.
Okay.
But that's what they're saying, that he had some kind of medical emergency issue. Mm-hmm. And then they was like pronouncing him in a coma and saying that he was barely hanging on, like he wasn't gonna make it. So everybody was praying for him. And that's just crazy. So I know his daughter took to her Instagram and was just like, social media really is dragging the situation. And she was like, my dad's been home for a couple of days now, a couple of weeks. And he's even been playing like sports and stuff like that with them and the family. So I'm just like, what the hell? It just shows you the power of social media. Because one thing, clear it all out. Mm-hmm. Clear it all out.
That sucks. I'm happy to hear that he is home, because I did see headlines where it said, that he's in grave condition. Or grave condition, when they say those kind of words, grave condition, that means like that he's potentially on his way out. Yeah. So it's so good to know that Mr. Foxx, uncle, is still with us. God, just pray for his health and well-being. The gossip, put that to the side. At least I'm happy that the daughter was able to
clear it out. Yeah, clear it up, because I was just like, damn, not Jamie Foxx.
Yeah,
like I grew up with Jamie Foxx too. You know what I'm saying? From the Jamie Foxx show. Yes. Like the movies that he was in.
He is so talented.
Oh my God, what's Booty Call? I think he was in Booty Call. That was one of my favorite movies. I had no business watching that as a child.
But you was at Freaknik, so yeah, I get it.
I guess it was just built for me, huh? It was made to happen.
I'm weak. So
what we got next?
I think you know what? I did see a note that you had put in there about the sorority.
Yes.
The suing the transgender. Remember?
I remember, but I forgot where exactly it was. Let me take a look here.
Okay, I might have to pull it up here. So there's a group of sorority sisters who are suing the University of Wyoming for accepting a transgender woman into their group and have broken cover to describe how they they live in constant fear in their home.
Because from my understanding, this is what I heard, that the trans woman was staring at the females and like getting erect in the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay, so the 7 women from the Kappa Kappa Gamma house have filed a lawsuit against the university and Artemis Langford. Oh, okay, that's the person, the trans woman, who's 24, 6'2", 260-pound trans student who joined their chapter in September 2022. Yep. So I did This is tough. Okay, so I just saw a fellow trans woman talking on this topic, Miss Caitlyn Jenner,
Um,
and I was so surprised to hear some of
the
what she
comments.
had to say.
I didn't see or hear, but I saw like the actual article on it, but I didn't fully.
So she said that this is not a woman, this is a perverted man.
But Caitlyn,
So it was ironic that we got that response
let me sip
from
my tea.
a fellow trans sister. I'm so sorry to. I really feel my heart is so sad about this one because, if this trans woman, Miss Artemis,
Yeah,
it's a cool name, is being aroused. There's obviously
something there. It's still
but there's some chemical imbalance, like how this science of our body, how that works.
Well, I guess maybe like she identifies mentally
trans
as a
woman.
woman. She wants to be a woman,
But still could be
but
attracted
still
to
could be
women
attracted to women.
or
And
aroused
that
by
happens,
women.
or aroused by women. That can happen.
Right, and I know gay men that could be aroused by women that wouldn't want to sleep with women.
Yeah, that's true.
So it may, I don't know. I don't know the full story on that situation, but it's unfortunate to see the suing thing happen. The girls are like,
The poor girls, yeah.
Their thought process, and they're more so like they're uncomfortable. This just shouldn't happen. But of course, the conservatives are taking this and running with it. Those that are making
eating it up.
The anti-gay bills that are out there in our world right now. So they're taking that and running with it. But all we can do is pray in this situation. I really feel sad for the whole scenario, but it's true. It's a real thing that's happening. So, protect our trans members of the LGBT community at all costs if we can. It's sad because they have a lot of hate up against them, they just want to live in their lives and walk in truth and just be who they want to be,
They
or
want to
who
live
they
their
are.
truth and who they feel like. They want to identify as who they are and not understand.
Yes. So maybe later down in the season we can have a conversation with some of our trans friends and family.
Both have a friend who you guys have seen plenty of times.
We have multiple though in our tribe, so maybe one of them will be able to come on the either the couch confession or
just
definitely
chop
it up with the Brown Bros. But that is what we had there for that tea time, and that was crazy because what a way to freaking head into the tea time.
I know. I just had to bust it down.
But it's good because we need to have these conversations. But it's time to dive deep. Dive in.
Speaking of that, did you see his recent performance?
No, who's that? Trey Songz? No.
Child.
What happened? You tired?
As hell.
No.
It was. I was like,
I know that man did not sound like that.
Yes, he did. I'll play the clip.
Just what we came for love. Set the music gon' be loud. Girl, your body's a problem. They call me the. Let the bomb sit on the charger. Drink all night.
He gonna put the clip.
Y'all people like
no
that
way.
is not the same Trey.
Not Trey.
Trey?
Not Trey too. Yeah, right. Remember Trey? Well, it's time to dive deep into something. We have been having a blast, like we said, in our off time and our downtime. But we kind of experienced something a week back that we do want to share with you guys. Just because it's time to talk about these conversations. Let's lift the lid off of it and dive deep into it right now. Peel the top back. Yes. But Lorenzo and I went to a bar this weekend, have lost some steam. We had done some Brown Bro editing, went to the library, which was also a fun experience. And then we went to visit a bar here in Orlando. Okay, so at the bar, to make the long story as short as I can, we were there for about 2 hours, just standing there talking, being social with our friends, catching up with some friends, and then after some time, you want to sit. 2 seats opened up at the bar. we went straight to those seats and we finally got to sit down. And the bartender walked over to us about 3 minutes later after us sitting down. He had just cleaned the bar area from what I understand, what he told us, and we sat down. So he came and politely said, I'm sorry, but I just cleaned this area for two other people. Do you mind getting up? And Lorenzo, being who the generous soul that he is and spirit he is, he got up immediately. And I looked around and I'm like, yeah, this is a bar, so I need to sit, and my feet were genuinely hurting. If you're a Converse wearer, you know that Converse take a toll on either the pinky toe or the big toe.
Baby.
Lord Converse. Right, right. So he said that, and I didn't see anybody. I looked around because I didn't see anybody, whatever. I was like, oh, okay. So I looked and Lorenzo got up. He's like, come on, friend. And I'm like, mm-mm. I ain't moving. I can't move.
Yeah,
I barely, really, my
no.
feet hurt. I was like, no, I couldn't do it. I
I'm
couldn't
not
get
moving.
up. So, anyways, the bartender comes back and was like, yeah, I'm sorry to inconvenience you, but I just cleaned it. There's no, no, I don't want no problems, but I just cleaned this. Can you please get up? No, he didn't even say, can you please get up? I just cleaned this area for two other people. So I looked at Lorenzo again, and I looked back at the bartender, and his response was, so you're not going to get up? And I said,
straight face.
He got an attitude, walked off, got another bar stool, put it behind
where you were sitting.
Behind where I was sitting, and then there was an empty one next to me because the gentleman next to me moved down. So the people came over to the seats. Was a young lady, I mean not a young lady, a woman, older woman, not an older woman, middle-aged woman, and then
older woman.
It wasn't older.
She looked it.
Yeah, she looked it. But then her friend as well, a gentleman. Race. I mean, at this point, I feel like it's race a factor. Should I say it? Okay, so a Caucasian woman and a Middle Eastern maybe man.
Either that or I would say Hispanic.
No, he definitely wasn't Hispanic.
Hispanic.
No, he was more like of Indian descent.
Okay.
So, anyways, so they came over. The guy said, "Okay, so here's the gag for me is that Lorenzo got up and he gave up his seat, and I was like, oh, my friend is being generous to give up his seat. If y'all want, one of y'all could have that seat." They ignored me. The gentleman, he sat in a seat empty next to me, and then she decided that chair, she didn't want to sit in it. So she put her bag in it. So she obviously didn't want a seat, right? Anyways, so here's me, here's the gentleman, here's the little bar space. She stood right here in the middle of the bar space, and I look at Lorenzo and I say, you see this? She's all like rubbing on me and all that, and I'm like, okay.
Intentional, like,
yeah,
this nasty as hell for no reason.
Yeah.
And then she threw her body weight onto him.
Well, before she threw the body weight on me, I pointed it out to Lorenzo, like, you see this? Lorenzo said, yeah, I see it. So I look over, and I'm like, hey, excuse me, ma'am, your back is on me. You mind scooting over just a little bit? Her reaction was literally back on me, like,
boom, like
literally. And I shifted your chair, okay? But just like how you saw Lorenzo's seat shift, mine shifted, and I literally kind of stumbled out of my seat. Lorenzo tells a friend that we were with at this time about what was going on, and he sees it. He's like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
So he comes to the rescue, and he's like, this is what we're not going to do.
Baby, he cleared.
Long story short, he definitely cleared. He shut it all down. It was like, this is what we're not going to do. I don't stand for that bigotry BS. These gentlemen, their money is just as valuable as those people's money. This is not the bar where there's assigned seats. So the bartender should have a little bit more discernment on what to say in this situation, and also be solution oriented. So if you're going to tell us to get up, give us an answer.
Give us an answer. What can
now,
you do for us?
What are we gonna do? Just stand up? So long story shorter, the scenario goes on for another 45 minutes or so, and we have two white gentlemen, a couple seats down from us, and they offer us a shot.
You want to know the name of the shot? Go ahead.
The shot was called a Rosa Parks Shot.
Now, how the hell do you think that's okay to offer two black gentlemen a Rosa Parks shot and was very serious about it,
Oh,
laughing hysterically
yes.
about it?
Yes, he was.
And I'm just like,
But you know what? I was in shock. Obviously, you could imagine that after I heard that, I'm like, yeah, you trying to be funny. So I looked at him and I was like, mouth open, and I said, no, thank you, sir. He changed the tune. He's like, no, 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 no. I guess that joke came out a little bit insensitive or whatever. Let me actually buy you guys a shot. I accepted the shot. We took the shots with the guys, and it was just like still the whole night that sat with us.
you didn't take that shot.
Oh, I didn't, right? Oh, I
No.
did say. Oh, yeah.
And when I heard that they said it, because they gave us one shot
Yes,
first,
yes,
and then they wanted to do an additional shot after that.
Mm-hmm.
And the additional one, we didn't take it. We was just like, no,
Yeah,
we don't want that one because
yeah,
you named it a Rosa Parks shot.
yeah. He named it a Rosa Parks shot. I remember. Yes, and then you know what? The night just kind of was just the whole situation kind of threw me off because first of all, I didn't take it as a race issue with the whole seat situation, but then I had to think back, and when I thought and I sat with it, a lot of what I was feeling and the reason why I stood up for myself and I sat in that seat was because first of all, there was a certain amount of privilege being bounced around in the room.
Oh yeah.
And the reason why I say that is with the bartender who thought that I should absolutely get up because he said, sorry, but I need you to get up. And I didn't get up. His privilege jumped out when he saw me say no because he had an attitude, stormed off, got a seat, never came back to offer us any drinks. And we were at his section on the bar, mind you. Remember, this is his section that he cleaned up. Never followed up with us. I think another hour passed, and I asked him. I said, "You know, it was interesting that this is your part of the bar, and you didn't ask us if we wanted any drinks." But okay. So he had an attitude. He said, "Well, I didn't think you wanted anything to do with me because you got confrontational." When did we get confrontational?
No one got confrontational. We were there.
My confrontation was me saying
no, I don't want to move.
Yeah, I'm not moving. You asked me if I'm going to move,
and I said, and you politely said no. You didn't make a big deal. You didn't get nasty. You just said no, I'm
not. But then not only that, the privilege of thinking. I mean, it's ignorance, but just thinking that the other gentleman offered me a Rosa Parks shot, not really understanding
not like that.
The sensitivity of that scenario was kind of like, what?
Like basically saying, oh, you guys, you know, you're not going to sit in the back of the bus. You're not going to stand for what we said. You're going to stay here and you're going to sit down.
Yeah.
Well, why would you say that?
Well, you got me damn right. I learned from Miss Rosa Parks. I'll tell you that. I'm not offended by it. By no means. It just shows. It shows your weakness.
If you're watching this podcast, kiss my ass.
You'll see it one day. It's so silly, but it's a lot of that still bouncing around, and I think that's what made me sad because I thought about it for a couple of days. I know it's a bar. I know it shouldn't be that serious, but here we are wanting to be advocates for our community, LGBTQ+. We love our people. We love our peers, our allies. We love you all, and to know that we were treated like that in that sense and, you know, mishandled in a sense, it just kind of like put a lot of things in perspective.
I've never felt like that.
But remember, that bar actually was on the news over a couple of months ago for being broken into. Well, not even broken into because nobody went into it, but a couple of their windows were shattered and they deemed it a hate crime. Yeah, now, who's to say that person wasn't pissed off by being mistreated too?
But I will also say this. There's an actual bar adjacent to it that I went
right next door.
Right, mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I felt the way about that when I said I would never go in there again because I felt like they were very racist in there as well. Mm-hmm. My situation in that bar was pretty much, it was two blacks, me and a friend. Mm-hmm. And then there was a white couple that came in, and then there was like another Filipino couple that came in.
Okay.
Offered everybody free shots. Everybody. Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, my money spends very well, good as anybody else's. Okay. Mm-hmm. Especially when it comes to a drink. I don't mind spending. So basically, he went down and asked everybody if they want shots, but me and my friend. And I was just like, I was like, no, you did not.
Offer them shots.
Offer them free shots. Mm-hmm. The top tier shots too, not no cheap stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I looked at him like, so we don't get shots? Oh, I wasn't sure if you guys wanted one. But you didn't. You asked everyone and stopped at that last Caucasian couple.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I was sitting right next to the couple, talking to the wife and everything. She was 38. I was like, "Oh, you look amazing." You know how I do when especially when I'm a little saucy.
Right. You talk to everybody.
I was just like, "Wow." No, they did not. And yeah, free shots. Cause I heard him. He was like, "Y'all want to take some free shots?"
And then you were like,
I was just like, "I'm never coming here again."
Yeah.
And this same bartender, I had another issue with at another restaurant here with the same exact one. I guess
same
bartender. I think he was there with me as well. We went to Santiago's Bodega, and he was there. And you asked about the table. Is it ready? And he kind of was like snappy.
Yeah.
The exact same one.
Miss Mama's.
Yeah, I actually saw him on Sunday
at a bar serving
when we
another
went
bar. He served there too.
I don't know if he was there. Yeah, he was there.
Is a good eye opener, and it just lets us to know where we should be taking our business, right?
Absolutely.
Sure, I'm gonna take my brown business elsewhere. And I know that we don't even gotta argue about whose dollar values what we know what it's giving. But like I think, did we say it on the other video? So guys, real quick, when you tune into this, we had like a small technological situation go on, so we gonna make this
time now is like 11 o'clock. We started filming at 5:45ish, 6 o'clock, and it's 11, almost 11:30ish, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I literally drooled on my beard just now, and I took it out. I had to wipe it off.
What?
Yeah, it's that kind of night. We were recording.
And I didn't eat anything.
Yeah, 6 hours. But we doing this because we're going to make sure that we stay dedicated to the content you guys need and want from us and what we want to do, honestly. So anyways, back to the situation with that bartender. We're making sure that we spend our dollars in the right places. And, I guess on that note,
we're wrapping up.
We got some stuff coming for you guys the following week. We're going to be talking about some healthy conversations, some self-care, some self-loving.
Self-love.
This is my new favorite topic to discuss, self-love, right? And on that note, we going to give y'all the deuces.
Peace out.
We going to find him some wings.
And fries.
Specifically boneless, because he's childish.
I ate boneless wings one time.
They was so hard. Let's not even talk about where we got them from, by the way.
Yeah, we're not even going to talk about where we got them from. Like, that's a wrap. We're never going there again.
Let's just revisit this conversation tomorrow.
I'm back. Season 2.
On the way. Ooh, this feels so good. We back. We back.
Even with the technical difficulties that we did have.
We didn't give up. Like, we stay positive. It's fun. It's like we're learning the entire time.
Now, give me something to eat.
Yeah. Let's give them something to eat, y'all.
Yeah.